Yeah, good morning, guys. So let's continue with our GST classes. So our next topic will be concept of electronic commerce operator, that is covered under section 9 subsection 5. That's covered under section 9, a very small topic. I'll be completing this topic in this current video. Very important for your knowledge point of view and also examination point of view as well. Before they were called as aggregators, but before GST they were called as aggregator, but in your CGST Act they're called as ECO, electronic commerce operator. Now the first point is, do not copy anything. Let me complete, then if you want you can copy. First is definition of ECO. Please listen now. I will first give you the definition, then we'll understand with an example how does the definition works out. Definition is given under section 2 subsection 45 of the CGST Act. What is 2 subsection 56? Definition of goods. What is 2 subsection 102? Definition of service. What is section 7? Supply. Section 8 composite or mixed supply. Section 10 is composition scheme. Section 9.3 speaks about reverse charge mechanism where 18 services are covered. And who will supposed to pay the tax? Service recipient. Now we are talking about section 9 subsection 5, concept of ECO. Definition is covered under section 2 subsection 45. It means supply of goods or services or both. It means 2 points are covered. It means supply of goods or services or both, including digital products, over electronic network. It means supply of goods or services or both, including digital products, over electronic network. Also includes, please, I'm giving you the bare act definition first, then I'll explain the definition with proper examples. Every person who directly or indirectly owns digital or electronic platform for supply of gooड्स और सर्विसेज और बोथ. कुछ भी समझ में नहीं है सर, इट्स ओके, कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता अभी. ओके, डू नॉट कॉपी दिस. वन मोर थिंग बिफोर आई स्टार्ट, where do we have this concept in our notebook? After composition scheme, please check, after composition scheme in your notebook you will find this concept of ECO. Concept of ECO, page number 36 of your notebook. Don't open right now, please close the book. We are not reading the notebook right now. I'll tell you when to read. Page number 36 of your notebook, of your class notebook, you will find the concept of electronic commerce operator. Now please understand what does ECO means under CGST Act. Please listen now. You have to copy this example on that page number 37, page number 36 somewhere. This one what I'm giving you. I'm giving you example on ECO. ECO बोलते electronic commerce operator. Who are called electronic commerce operator? Example 1. I'll give you examples. चुपचाप सुनते जाओ. Example 1. Example 1. I am stay in Himayatnagar. I stay in Himayatnagar. I want to go to SR Nagar for my classes. I want to go to SR Nagar and my car is not working today. So what is the option I have? Option is I will book a cab through an Ola app. I'll book a cab through an Ola app. Ola will search for the driver. Driver will pick me from Himayat Nagar and drop me to SR Nagar. Am I clear till here? My question is, who will pay to driver? Who will pay to driver? I will pay to the driver. Cash may I will make the payment when I reach SR Nagar. Am I clear till here? Next, how many parties are involved? 3 parties. Driver, Raunak and Ola. ड्राइवर रौनक ड्राइवर को क्या होना? ड्राइवर वांट्स अ कस्टमर. ड्राइवर वांट्स व्हाट? अ कस्टमर. रौनक, I want a driver with a cab. I want a cab who has a driver. What is Ola doing? Ola is connecting the driver and Raunak. Is the first point clear? I'll give 3-4 examples. चुपचाप सुन लो, logic सुन लो पहले. Am I clear? Now he wants a driver, I want a driver and a cab, and Ola is connecting. In layman terms, Ola is a pandit. Driver is a girl. Raunak is a boy. Raunak wants a girl to get married. She wants a boy to get married. He is connecting both the people. Who? The Pandit fellow. Here the Pandit is Ola, who is connecting Raunak and driver. Now the question is, who made the payment to driver? Raunak. So driver becomes service provider or supplier. Service provider or supplier. Who is making the payment? Who is receiving the service? I am receiving. I am called service recipient or recipient. Now what happens? Who will pay to Raunak? Who will pay to driver? Raunak will pay to driver. What will driver do? For example, I paid 100 rupees to driver. You know what will happen? Out of which 20 rupees driver will pay to Ola for commission. Because Ola was responsible to get the customer for the driver. Clear? So, but who is driving the car? Driver. Service provider or supplier. Who is receiving the service? Who is sitting on the car? Raunak. Ola will be called ECO. Ola will be called ECO. In layman terms, he is a person who connects customer with the supplier. Who connects customer with the supplier. Customer ante nenu, supplier ante driver. That is, Ola will be called electronic commerce operator. Electronic kaiku. Did I call Ola or did I book through an app? I booked through an app. That's why electronic. Commerce. Commerce bole to connecting. Operator. A company. Institution. Firm. Am I clear with this? What are the other examples of ECO can be then? Another example of ECO can be Amazon. फ्लिपकार्ट. सुनते जाओ. स्विगी, जोमैटो, etc. Now, what happens in Swiggy and Zomato? Let us understand. I am in my home. I want food. I will open Swiggy app and order two masala papad, three manchuria, one butter naan, two paneer butter masala, one fried rice parcel from Minerva Hotel. What does I want? I want food. What does Minerva Hotel want? Minerva Hotel want customer. What is Swiggy and Zomato doing? Connecting the customer with the hotel. Then Swiggy, Zomato are called electronic commerce operator because I have booked the food from the Swiggy app. From the Swiggy app. Now, Amazon, Flipkart. I want a pair of shoes. I will open Amazon app. I will purchase the shoes. Do you think Amazon is selling the shoes to you? No. In Amazon, they are registered sellers who will display their products on the website of Amazon. And I am buying from those sellers through Amazon. What do I want? I want shoes. What does that seller want? Customer. What is he doing? He's connecting the supplier with the customer. Am I clear? Am I clear? So they are nothing but layman terms. Who are ECOs? They allow other people. Ola में driver, Swiggy, Zomato, Minerva Hotel, Amazon, Flipkart lo, that seller, they allow other people to sell their products. They allow other people to sell their products or services on their platform or website. प्लेटफॉर्म बोल तो रेलवे प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं होता है, ऑन देयर वेबसाइट और ऐप, वॉट एवर इट इज. Am I clear with the example? Please copy this example somewhere in your notes. Better copy in page 36 or 37. I repeat, better copy in page 36 or 37. Up to you, but do copy. Copy करो चलो. Before I continue, जल्दी कॉपी करो. Check. Hello. Please copy this. Exactly 4 minutes I'll give you. Copy. Shall we continue? Last minute, 1 minute please, quick. Next rule. Is it done? Guys, is it done? Okay. Now let us read the definition. You need not copy this because it's given in your notebook. When I start reading from your notebook, I'll read it once again. It means supply of goods or services or both. They are providing services not only to the customer, to the driver also, to the Ronak and driver, including digital products. Products include services over electronic network, also online. I am not calling Ola through a cell phone or toll-free number. I am booking through an app. That's called electronic network. It also includes every person who directly indirectly owns the platform. The app belongs to Ola and the app is used to supply goods or services or both. Definition generally will not be asked but important for your exam. But one clarification has come. Clarification is it does not include those persons who have their own website and sell products there. It does not include those persons who have their own website and sell products there. For example, Lifestyle, I hope you know Lifestyle, a shopping mall. They have their own website, lifestyle.com, and they sell their own products. They do not allow others to display the products on their website. Flipkart, Amazon may others can display their products. Anyone can buy the products from that Amazon and Flipkart. Amazon and Flipkart is like connecting one supplier with the recipient. But here it does not include those persons who have their own website and sell products thereon. For example, यहाँ लॉजिक सुनो, लॉजिक समझा तो सुनो. I am selling my pen drive classes in Amazon. Students are buying from Amazon. Case 1. Clear? I am selling my pen drive classes through Amazon. Students are buying. Students की क्या होना? Students को क्या होना? Classes होना. मेरे को क्या होना? I want students. What is Amazon doing then? Amazon is connecting me with the students. Amazon will be called ECO, Electronic Commerce Operator. He is connecting the Ronak with the students. Case 2. I am selling my pen drive. I have my own website, www.pinnacle.com. I am selling my pen drive from this website and I do not allow my competitors to sell their classes from my website. That's not possible also. Why will I allow? I will sell only my classes. In that case, Pinnacle will not be called ECO because I am not allowing others to sell the products. I am selling my products on my website. Then when is it called ECO? ECO ante when that platform or app or website allows others to display their products and the customers can consume and take the products or services. Amazon is helping me to sell the products to customers or students. Amazon is ECO. Amazon you will not only find my classes, you will find all over India faculties classes also. Whereas in Pinnacle, I am selling only my product. I am not allowing others to sell their product in my website. Pinnacle will not be called Electronic Commerce Operator. Am I clear with this? Copy these 2 examples more to get more clarity on the concept. Quick. Do not copy this. This is not required. This already you have in your notes. मैं पढ़ता हूँ, डोंट वरी. फर्स्ट कॉपी दिस. I'll wait, please. I'm waiting. Please copy. ठीक है, done. Now let's continue few more points before we start reading from our notes. Now listen. First rule. Government is asking you, are you a ECO, electronic commerce operator? Answer can be yes. Answer can be no. No है तो no problem. You're not an electronic commerce. Who are electronic commerce operator? दिमाग में बिठाना ना Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy, Zomato, Ola, Uber. If you are an electronic commerce operator, first thing government tell you is go for compulsory registration. बोलते you should be registered with GST department under section 24 of the act. Go for what? Compulsory registration. You should be registered with the department. Rule number 1. I should go for what? Compulsory registration. Clear. Now government says, if ECO provides, क्या कहते? If ECO the following 3 services, if ECO provides following 3 services, which are those? I'll explain. Particulars, serial number, consequence. Example. Okay. Serial number 1. If ECO provide 3 services, and 3 services notified by, these are notified. Who has notified? Our GST council. If ECO provide 3 services, number 1, services of transportation of passengers. I want you to copy this. I'll give you time. Even though you have in your notes, better you copy. You'll give a better understanding of the concept. Services of transportation of passengers. Example. First write example, then we'll write consequence. Example. You have to copy example 1 as it is. You have to copy this example 1 as it is. Once again, this one. यहाँ से पूरा यहाँ तक. Okay. Now government says, if the electronic commerce operates providing service of transportation of passengers, who will, consequence nahi, who will pay GST to government? Who will pay GST? That is ECO. In my example, the ECO is Ola. Now you can't now understand the logic behind asking Ola to pay. How many drivers are there in India who is associated with Ola and Uber? Minimum 50-40,000. But Ola and Uber are only 1 or 2 company. Is it easy to collect tax from 40,000 people or one or two people? One or two people. So government clarified, will collect tax not from the drivers, because driver will be small people. Will collect the tax from ECO, that is Ola. So in the following three services, ECO is required to pay the tax. Who is required to pay the tax? ECO, Electronic Commerce Operator. Another first one, services of transportation of passengers. 4 columns, serial number, particulars, example, and who will pay GST to government. ECO, example mein Ola. Copy this, then I'll cover serial number 2, serial number 3. Please, you have the notes with you. Make sure you have one more notes with you for running notes, so that you refer both when you revise. It becomes more clarity for you. Start reading, start copying, quick. एक काम कर लेना, इसको सी कर लो, बी लिखना. आर यू एस यू यस, यू शुड गो फॉर कंपल्सरेशन नंबर 2. यू कैन नॉट अवेल, यू అంటే ECO, कैन नॉट अवेल composition scheme. Second point, they cannot avail composition scheme. For them there is no composition scheme. If you go to your ineligibility and the composition scheme chart, last three ineligibility, you will find somewhere ECO. Well, the Flipkart, Amazon, Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, they cannot avail composition scheme, because that scheme is for small businessmen and local street dealers or vendors. Please jaldi copy karo. The section is very small, but I'm going very slow. I'm covering depth point, each and everything. And as if you know that the examination got postponed to November, I can take a leverage of 1 or 2 days and cover more concepts in a depth manner, rather than just covering from examination point of view. I'll be more interested in covering from knowledge point of view as well. Okay, so first service is called services of transportation of passengers. Shall we continue? I'm giving you last half minute. Please start copying. Chalo, let's start. Be careful with here. Second one, serial number, service, example, who will pay. Services by way of housekeeping, carpenter and plumber. Example, let me explain. Be careful, important hai ye. Sir, I am Ronak. My AC is not working. I will request in an app called Urban Clap. I'll request in an app called Urban Clap, and Urban Clap will sell the technician. Urban Clap will send the technician. What do I want? I want my AC to be get repaired. I want a technician. What does technician want? Technician want customer. I am the customer. What is Urban Clap doing? Urban Clap is connecting the customer with the supplier. Now, question is, who is service provider? Technician. Who came to my house to repair the AC? Technician. Who is the service recipient? Urban class. Sorry. Service. I am the service recipient. Who is the ECO? Who connected both of the people? Urban class. Am I clear till here? Am I clear till here? Now government clarified. That is called service housekeeping carpenter. Now government clarified. Who will pay the GST? If the supplier ante service provider, nothing but technician, is registered under GST Act or unregistered under GST Act. Who is registered? ECO kadu, the technician, the AC repair fellow. Is he registered or unregistered? If he is unregistered, ECO will pay the tax to government. ECO will pay the tax to government. If the technician is registered, then service provider, technician only, will pay the tax to government. But practically speaking, reality, technician will not be registered because he is a small person. Why will he be registered under GST? So 19% he will be unregistered only, and who will pay the tax? ECO. Here, in second case, we check whether technician is registered or unregistered. However, come to case 1. Who will pay the tax here? ECO. Whether. Who is the provider? Driver. Is registered or not under GST. That's the rule. Whether ये ड्राइवर रजिस्टर्ड है या नहीं, ये फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन यहाँ फर्क पड़ता अगर टेक्नीशियन रजिस्टर्ड है, टेक्नीशियन ओनली विल पे, टेक्नीशियन रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, ECO will pay to government. Am I clear till here? Am I clear till here? Second one. Copy this. Please copy the examples. It will give you much clarity on the topic. Understand what I'm trying. I'm not a fool to give you like absolute bloody analysis of CGST Act. I'm trying to give you. So please copy this properly. Yes, shall I continue, guys? Okay. Chalo, is this done? I told the 3 services notified where ECO will pay the tax. Number 1, transportation of passenger services whether driver is registered or not. Services for housekeeping, carpenter, plumber, provided the technician is unregistered. He should be unregistered. Okay. And the third one. Third one. Third one, service is services of providing accommodation. Service of providing accommodation. Now listen, same, one more, yeah, heading example, okay? Now listen. Again, my example, Raunak. I want to go to Goa. I want to book a hotel in Goa, and hotel name is Mindtree Hotel in Goa. बागा बीच के पास है ये होटल. गोवा होटल का नाम क्या है? Mind Beach. What do I want? I want a hotel for my stay in Goa. What does Mindtree Hotel want? He wants customers to stay so that he can get revenue. I will book the hotel through Make My Trip. I will book my hotel through Trivago. I will book my hotel through Ola. Possible. Either Make My Trip, Trivago or Ola. Am I clear? Now in that case, the Goa hotel fellow is the service provider or supplier because he's providing the room. I am called as service recipient or recipient, and Make My Trip, Ola, Trivago will be called as ECO, electronic commerce operator. Now the next question is, who will pay the tax to government? Is, now we check the service provider. Service provider बोलते hotel. वाडू registered वाडू unregistered. Registered है तो provider only will pay. Provider बोले तो hotel pays the GST to government. And if it is unregistered, then comes the ECO. ECO will pay the GST to government. Who is the ECO in my example? Ola, sorry, Ola nahi, Oyo. I'm sorry, it's not Ola, Oyo. MMT, Oyo and Trivago or Trivago, from wherever you book that particular hotel. So these are the three services wherein ECO will pay the tax. Which are those three? Wapis bolo. Which are those three? Number one, transportation of passenger whether the driver is registered or not. Housekeeping, carpenter, plumber, provided the technician is unregistered. Accommodation services, provided the hotel is unregistered with GST department. But in the first case, whether the driver is registered or not, ECO only will pay the tax. Am I clear till here? Please copy this. This is your third service. Please copy it properly, guys. Come on, come on. ठीक है. Now let's continue. So this is the most important point which you need to understand in your syllabus. Who will pay GST to government? Who will pay the tax to government? Government clarified, if you come under 9(3), those 18 services which were covered under RCM, who will pay the tax there? Recipient will pay the tax to government. Who will pay the tax? Recipient. If you come under 9(5), those three services, transportation, whether driver registered or not, accommodation, whether hotel is when hotel is unregistered, and housekeeping when the technician is unregistered, then who will pay the tax? ECO will pay the tax. Except this 21, 18 here and 3, 18 plus 3, 21, except this 21, then it is called any other case, FCM, forward charge mechanism. Who will pay? Supplier. Here you will write that supermarket example. What is that supermarket example? Supermarket is selling to Raunak 100 plus 18, 118. I will pay to supermarket 118. He will keep 100 in the pocket. He will pay 18 to government. Who will pay 18 to government? Supermarket fellow. Supermarket fellow कौन है? Supermarket fellow is a supplier and the Raunak is recipient. 99% cases this only will apply, except in 21 services, 18 under RCM, 3 under ECO. So if you understand, if someone asks who is paying tax to government at GST, you should say Ray Chiller fellow. If you fall under 9(3), those 18 services, recipient will pay. If you fall under 9(5), 3 services, ECO will pay. You don't fall under 9(3), you don't fall under 9(5), then supplier will pay under forward charge mechanism. Clear? Copy this. Please copy this. Shall we continue? Yeah guys, shall we continue? Sure. Now listen. Everyone come to page 36 of your notes. Everyone come to page 36 of your notes. We completed till here. This is done. Now we'll start with this concept of electronic commerce operator, ECO. Previously it was called as aggregator. Previously it was called as aggregator. Previously what is called, you are not bothered. Right now they are called as ECO, electronic commerce operator. Let us start. First point, definition of ECO, which already understood. It means supply of goods or services or both, including digital products for the online platform or digital network through an app or through a website. But it means you are allowing others to sell their products on your website or app. If you are selling your own products on your website, on your app, it is not an ECO. Like Lifestyle, like Pinnacle Academy has a website where selling their own classes. It's not an ECO there. Okay, so next. Second point. It also includes every person who directly or indirectly owns the platform for supply of goods or services or both. We covered this also. It is a person who allows others to sell their products on their platform or website. Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato and nonsense. Even the aggregator, before you are aggregator, who connects the customer with the supplier are covered in the definition of ECO. It does not include those example strike off kar do. It does not include those persons who have their own website and sell their own products on their own. Example, Pinnacle Academy having their own website. The government, on the recommendation of GST Council, that's a team, has notified the following services where GST will be paid by ECO. I need not cover this, I already covered. Transportation of passenger, whether the driver is registered or not. Housekeeping, carpenter, plumber, provided technician is unregistered. Accommodation services provided, hotel is unregistered. That is what given. Check in the bracket, unregistered, unregistered. But here whether the driver is registered or not, clear. So who will pay tax on these services? ECO, ECO, ECO. Point number 7, important for theory. Point number 8, sorry. Point number 7, just now we wrote liability to pay GST. Don't understand like this. Understand the way we wrote like this. If you fall under 9.3, our recipient will pay. 9.5, ECO will pay. You don't fall under these two, supplier will pay. That is what given. Tax payable of ECO. Mark as important for theory. Point number 8, important. Majority number of time this question has been asked in exam. Tax payable of ECO. Now listen. In my Ola example, Ronak Ola driver, who will pay the tax? Ola will pay the tax because that is transportation passenger whether the driver is registered or not. Now listen. If Ola is in India, look at India. If Ola has an office in India, Ola office hai kya hai? Then that person representing ECO, it means the manager or the CEO of Ola India will pay the tax to government. If it is located in India, does Ola has an office in India? Yes. Then the CEO of that company is liable to pay the tax on behalf of the company. Number 2, if Ola does not have physical presence in India, assuming Uber do not have their office in India, but they are providing transportation passenger services, who is liable to pay tax? Uber. But Uber office in India में तो कैसा collect करना tax? So government said they should appoint an agent in India and they should inform the government, Mr. Government, we are appointing this chiller fellow, he will pay the tax on behalf of Uber. Person representing the ECO. Person representing ECO. Any other case, same point. Person appointed by ECO for the purpose of paying the tax. Very, 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 very important for exam. If they have office in India, that office fellow will pay. If they don't have office in India, person representing ECO will pay. Any other case, they should appoint a person and that person will pay the tax to government. Point number 9. They should go for compulsory registration. We already covered this. Point number 10. While an aggregator like Ola, Swiggy only connects customer with supplier, ECO like Flipkart facilitates the entire process of supply of goods. Flipkart, maybe I order a good on Amazon Flipkart. They will only pack the goods. They will collect the goods from the seller and give to the buyer. That is Ronak. Concept of TCS and the tax collected at source. This is at final level will be covering. Underline will be covered in CA final. All the provisions of the GST law shall apply to ECO as if he is a supplier liable to pay tax in relation to supply of such services provided covered in 953 services. If you are in those 3 services, then only ECO will pay the tax. Am I clear? Now next come here, next page down here, this one. Are you an ECO? Yes and no. If no, no problem. If yes, are you covered under those 3 services? Yes. 9(5) applies, ECO pays the tax. No, 9(5) does not apply, supplier will pay the tax. But still it is ECO. Example, Amazon and Flipkart does not come under those 3 services. Zomato, Swiggy, they do not come under those 3 services. Which 3 will come? Transportation of passenger, they are not into that. Housekeeping, plumber, nahi hai. Accommodation services, nahi hai. They are not under 9(5), agreed, but still they are called ECO. Now listen, are you ECO? Yes, you are ECO, but 9(5) does not apply. 9(5) does not apply, you need not pay the tax. Then who will pay? FCM will apply, supplier will pay the tax under this category. Still it is CO, but covered under FCM. Section 52 TCS, CA final mate will be covered. This chart is important. This is more depth analysis concept. Clear? If you satisfy the definition of ECO, you are ECO. Now ECO can be 9(5) ECO other than 9(5) ECO. 9(5) ECO में Ola, Uber, Urban Clap, Make My Trip will come. Other than 9(5), Amazon, Flipkart, Zomato, Swiggy will come. 9(5) unte ECO will pay the tax. Other than 9(5), supplier will pay the tax. Seller will pay the tax. Clear? This was given on page number 39. This chart. Now do one thing. Come to this one, page number 19. Page number 19, which speaks about section 9. Please check karo. Page number 19, which speaks about section 9. And one more thing. Can ECO avail composition scheme? No. Number 2. I am selling my products, my pen drive classes through Amazon. Government clarified. If you are selling through ECO, you also cannot claim composition scheme. ECO cannot claim, and if I am selling through ECO, then I cannot claim. Kahan hai wo point? Let me check that first before I start. Come to page number 34. Page number 34. ineligibility. How many points here? 1 2 3 4. Following persons cannot avail composition scheme. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Next page. 5 6 7. Seventh one is ECO, that is Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Swiggy, Zomato. They cannot avail composition scheme. Second point, if I sell on Amazon, I also cannot avail the scheme. वो कहाँ है? यहाँ है. Supply of goods or services through an electronic commerce operator. If I am selling through Amazon, Flipkart, I cannot avail. Amazon, Flipkart also cannot avail composition scheme. Clear यहाँ तक? चलो. I'm just linking the points. Page number 19. Page number 19. Section 9. 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, and 4. Let's have a revision. It's already done now. 9.1. GST is a tax on supply of goods or services or both other than alcohol or liquor for human consumption. 9.2. Those 5 products, petro products, which GST will not be levied now, बाद में देखेंगे. 9.3. 18 services where recipient has to pay the tax. 9.4 is out of syllabus. 9.5. 3 services where who has to pay the tax? Where who has to pay the tax? ECO. Read. Concept of ECO. In such case, ECO shall pay the tax to government. Bracket में 3 services. Bracket में here 18 services. Clear. Clear. I am keeping the video for the day for 1 hour only because I wanted to complete the topic, so that the next video, that is tomorrow, will be starting with registration concept. Very important. If I complete registration, time of supply, value of supply, your 75% of syllabus will be done. Registration, time of supply, value of supply. Then others are very simple. Next. Come to next page, number 20. Next page. I told you this you have to go through. Important chart, but you will not understand now. So leave that. Only go to the last column. This is completed properly now. What is that? Person liable to pay GST. चेक कर लेना, सब कुछ डेप्थ में लिखा है हमें. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ये सिर्फ ये पढ़ना. दिस साइड हैज टू बी स्टडीड. दिस साइड हैज टू बी स्टडीड. यू कैन गो थ्रू. दैट इज व्हाट वी रोट 10 minutes back in your notebook. You can check. 1 minute I'm giving you read before I cover one amendment happened in composition scheme and wind up the session for the day. Please read this chart, this one. ठीक है? Now done. Now come to page number 39. Page number 38. You will find this heading somewhere. Mark as important. Amendment to composition scheme. Very very important amendment. चुपचाप सुनते जाओ. Before amendment क्या था छोड़ दो. I am not bothered. Before amendment क्या था. I will tell you what is happening after amendment. I'll tell you what is happening, because you need not know what was the past provision. You should know what is the current provision. You say start, we start. Now listen. I'm covering given on page 38 amendment on composition scheme. We already know if you are a manufacturer or a trader, you can avail composition scheme provided turnover shall be less than 75 lakhs in special category states other than Himachal Pradesh, Assam, Jammu and Kashmir, or the turnover, aggregate turnover should be less than or does not exceed 150 lakhs, and you should not be a manufacturer of ice cream, pan masala, tobacco and edible ice. You should not be a manufacturer of these four products. Do we know this? Now amendment ke aaya, what do they do? What do they do? They either manufacture the goods or they sell the goods. What will manufacturer do? Manufacturer will manufacture. What will trader do? Sell the goods. Amendment क्या आया? Ray manufacturer or trader, you can also provide services. Before, what was the rule? If you are a trader availing composition scheme, you cannot provide services. You should be only a trader. Or if you were a manufacturer, you cannot provide services. You should only be a manufacturer. But amendment happened that if you're a manufacturer or trader, now as per the new amendment, you can also provide services. For example, I am running a small kirana shop. I am a trader. Can I avail composition scheme? Yes, assuming this is satisfied. I am also running a consultancy firm, small consultancy firm. Before the amendment, if you have done that, you were not eligible for composition scheme, because you cannot do both the activities. Government says either be a trader or a consultancy service provider. If you do both, we will not give you the scheme. But Arun Jaitley said, no, if you are a trader running a kirana shop, you can also provide services. We have no problem. But limit undi. Kya hai? Limit they have specified. How much services I can provide? How much I can provide is, limit is of 5 lakhs or 10% of aggregate turnover of last year, whichever is higher, that much services I can provide. That much services I can provide. That much services I can provide in the current year. I know you have not understood. Pehle samajh lo concept ko, then I'll give a few examples. If I am a small kirana shop owner, before the rule was you cannot provide any services only. If you provide services and have kirana shop, you cannot claim the scheme. Now rule says you can have kirana shop, you can also provide services. We will give you composition scheme provided your services shall not exceed 5 lakhs or 10% of aggregate turnover of last year, whichever is higher. Now uska example samjho aap on the screen. Please copy this somewhere if you want. Listen now. Year 1. Year 1. I sold goods through kirana shop. I sold goods through kirana shop 60 lakhs. I provided consultancy services 3 lakhs. Total 63 lakhs. Total 63 lakhs. ऐसा लिखेंगे. चलो, this is 42, this is 45. Please understand, I want you to copy this properly. 42 lakhs from the kirana shop my turnover, and from consultancy services 3 lakhs. Now rule number 1, year 2, first question. Can I avail composition scheme? Answer is yes. My aggregate turnover was less than 150 lakhs. Assuming it's a Telangana state. My aggregate turnover of last year, aggregate turnover was 45 lakhs, is less than 50. Yes, I can avail composition scheme. Number year. In year 2, I sold through Kirana shop goods worth 60 lakhs. I gave consultancy services worth 3 lakhs. Total 63 lakhs. Now we check, can you provide services also? Answer is yes. How much services I can provide? How much you can provide? 10% of turnover of last year, or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. We are in year 2, we'll check the turnover of year 1. 10% of 45 lakhs or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher is 5 lakhs. This is the maximum services I can provide in year 2. Now we will check how much did you provide. I provided 3 lakhs. Maximum you can provide 5. You provided 3. No problem. Year 2 में case 1. I'll give one more case. So let's start once again explaining the concept before I cover one more case here. Year 2, first question. Can I avail the scheme? I will check the turnover of last year. 45. It's less than 150. I can avail the scheme. But I'm providing goods also. I'm providing service also. Okay. Now we check how much services can be provided. How much services can be provided in year 2? Government says we go to last year, take the turnover, uska 10%, or a standard amount of 5 lakh, whichever is higher, 5 lakhs. This is the maximum services, consultancy services I can provide in year 2. How much I provided? 3 lakhs. Did I cross that 5 lakhs? No. Then I can avail the scheme. This amendment applies to those parties who are not only selling the goods but also in service. Those who are only selling goods or only providing service, for them we have no problem. This amendment will not apply. This amendment is for those people who are selling the goods or supplying the goods and also providing or supplying services. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Okay. Please copy this till here before I continue. Year 2 ka one more case so that concept will be very clear for you guys. Even though given the notebook, please copy. First copy this if you want. Maximum services which can be provided. In the current year. 2 trees. Check actual services provided. Sorry, 1 tree only, arrow mark down. Arrow mark down. Check actual services provided. Now divide into 2. Less than or equal to maximum service, greater than maximum service. Less than or equal to maximum service, can avail the scheme. If it crosses maximum, cannot avail. चुपचाप लिख लो, सब कुछ मैं एक्सप्लेन करता विद एग्जांपल्स. फर्स्ट कॉपी दिस. ठीक है, लेट्स कंटिन्यू. Now copy this. We will check what is the maximum services you can provide. I can provide maximum of 5 lakhs, but I provided only 3. Government says, did you exceed 3? No. Very good. You can still continue the scheme. This is called actual services provided. Maximum service which you can provide. I can provide services up to 5 lakhs. You provide services only of 3 lakhs, we have no problem. Have, if you exceed the actual services, the amount exceeds 5 lakh, then it becomes a problem. That I'll explain in the next case. This is case A. Copy this. यहाँ लिखना, but provided consultancy services of 3 lakhs only in year 2. So compound scheme will continue. We have no problem. The compound scheme will continue. CS ante consultancy services. I repeat, CS बोलते consultancy services. This is the maximum services you can provide. This you actually provided. Did you exceed that limit? No, so no problem. This amendment applies to those persons who are selling the goods and also providing services. If you are only into goods, no problem. If you are only into service, no problem. If you are doing both, then this amendment will apply. Okay. Please pause the video and continue if it's not done. Now please understand case B. before we wind up the session. Same example. Year 1, Kirana shop goods 42, consultancy 345. Year 2, case B. Can avail the scheme? Yes, because your turnover of year 1 is less than 150 lakhs. Year 2, I sold goods of 60 lakhs from Kirana shop, 7 lakhs from consulting services, 67 lakhs. What is the maximum services which can be provided in year 2? 10% of turnover of last year, 10% of 45 lakhs, 4.5 lakhs, or limit of 5 lakhs, whichever is higher, 5 lakhs. This is the maximum you can provide in year 2. How much I provided? 7. Did you cross that limit? Yes. The scheme will be taken back. The scheme will be taken back because you have crossed the limit of 5 lakhs. You should have given the service only up to 5 lakhs, but you cross that limit of 5 lakhs, you gave 7 lakhs. Will be withdrawn. Which year it will be withdrawn? Year 2, and next year onwards you cannot avail the scheme also. Now read this chart. Maximum services 5 lakhs. Check actual services provided. Check actual services provided. Maximum 5 lakhs. Check actual services provided. Case 1. Check actual provided. Is it less than maximum? Yes, 3 lakhs. Case 1 में you can avail the scheme. Case B में 7 lakhs. It exceeded the maximum. Cannot avail the scheme. ये नहीं समझ में तो छोड़ दो. ये logic समझ में आ गया तो more than sufficient for me. If you understood this logic, that's more than sufficient for me. कहाँ गया? अरे हाँ. If you have understood the logic, that's more than sufficient for me. You can provide up to 5 lakhs in the current year, that is year 2, but you provide 7 lakhs. Then year 2 may the scheme will be taken back. Year 3 also will not get the scheme. Chalo, start writing. Hello. This completes a small topic called ECO, Electronic Commerce Operator, with an amendment in composition scheme. No, before you start, just a second. We are done with introduction, we are done with supply, we are done with scheme, we are done with reverse charge and electronic commerce operator. Our next concept in the next video will be registration. 2 classes it will take, 2 or 3. This will take 1 class, this will take 2 class, this will take 3 class. Once, and this will take 1. Once I complete till chapter 9, your 90% syllabus is done. In the next 1 week, by this Sunday most probably, till here it will be completed, chapter number 9. With this, your 90% of your syllabus of GST will be complete. The rest 3 I will take up as a 1 chapter. Okay, for your reference. You can copy this right now. And have a nice day. Thank you so much. Please pause the video and copy.